On target.
Rapid fire. Might be snipers, might be mortars, might be something else. We'll go in a little bit more detail into the fire rates shortly. It's simple and sturdy, pretty much doesn't go wrong. It does occasionally cause stoppages, does occasionally jam. Nice and easy remedied by Shift R is your keybind to clear jams and stoppages. Shift and R. You'll only encounter these if you're going well above the fire rate specified. So, for example, in those sustained fire rolls, or if you're just a bit gung-ho. So try to not do that. You can also clear it from ace interact. Yep, brilliant. That will save you trying to fucking remember what the keybind is when you're there with the weapon jam. You can just go into your ace interact menu. Cool. The GPMG should be fired from the prone position while bipoded to reduce recoil. It can also be fired from a bipoded position rested against a surface such as sandbags or a trench. Don't want to be using this without bipoding it. It does have a lot of kick. It's possible. I've seen people clear buildings, hip fire in the GPMG. It might be great fun. It's not a particularly good use of the weapon system. And so for the purposes of today, when I'm teaching you how you should be using it, we're not going to be doing that. You're going to be firing it from the bipoded, prone, or crouched position in the proper way. So the weapon status of the GPMG is a bit more important than it is for your standard rifleman. And this is because the GPMG has the capacity to be around 25% of a section's total firepower. So it's by far the largest single source of firepower in the section. And it's also got the greatest capability to operate in a different way to all the rest of the weapons. So your sharpshooter rifle could be adapted to essentially operate as a normal rifle in close quarters. GPMG doesn't have that capability. Instead, it has the capability to offer that suppression, that sustained fire at range. And therefore, you need to report this in a different way to ensure that your IC or 2IC are aware. So you need to make sure that your 2IC at least knows the status of your weapon system. So they should be regularly checking with you anyway. As you'll all know, they've checked for your ammo states as much as it can be possibly fucking annoying. They need to know that so that they know that you've got enough 7.62. And if you do the GPMG, you'll know there's nothing more annoying than not having any ammunition and having to run around with your pistol. So inform your 2IC or your IC about your weapon status. That includes your ammo state. So tell them how many belts you have. Tell them if your weapon's overheated. So you'll be able to see that. You'll be given prompts for it. You can also see it in the Ace Interact menu. If you self-interact under weapons, you'll see the option to check barrel temperature. You don't want to get it too hot because it's more prone to jams, and it's also less accurate. So try to avoid that. Obviously, you want to call out stop. Sorry?
Do we carry additional barrels?
We do not, no.
Oh, that's fun then.
Yeah, you've got the one. Don't fuck it up. You also want to make sure everyone is aware, in the same way you would for your normal rifle. Make sure everyone's aware of stoppages and when you're reloading, so if you're changing belts. And you also want to make sure that people know that you are not effective in your current position. You're not in range of the target they want you to shoot, things like that. All the things that you should be doing anyway are amplified to 100 because you have this very, very important weapon system that will be employed in a different way to everyone else. Anybody got any questions about anything we've been over so far? Cool, very good. Quickly touch on ammunition then. In the fourth, we operate it in 100 round belts. You can also operate in vehicles in 200 round boxes. In the infantry role, we operate it in a 100 round belts. You are able to link these belts by using the Ace Interact or Ace Self-Interact menus. If you're an assistant, you can use the Ace Interact on the weapon to link a belt while there's a belt inside the weapon. If you are the GPMG gunner, use Self-Interact equipment and link belt. What that means is you can then turn a 2 100 round belts into a single 200 round box for if you know that you're going to be sat there for ages. Some people prefer this. Some people prefer having 100 round belts. It's entirely up to whatever you want to do and what role you're fulfilling. Yep.
In the instance of assistant gunner, would they be taking ammunition from the machine gunner initially, or would that come out of the assistant gunner's own pack when linking the belt?
Good question. I think normally it comes out of the pack. We try and get all the ammunition off of the assistant gunner first, the GPMG gunner, and sustain that weight that they have at the initial point, and they've got all the ammunition they can. And I think that's how the mod works as well. It takes them from the person that's doing the linking rather than the person on the weapon. Anything else? Cool. Don't worry, we'll get lots of practice in linking belts and operating as both assistant and gunner tonight. Assistant is normally not a defined role within a section. It's normally just something that's given to someone in the Delta Fire team to assist the GPMG in position. Often you'll find this as the team medic or the Delta point man is there just to support the GPMG if we're sat out for a long period of time. Cool. Just to quickly cap off a couple of the weapon specifications then. Your effective range for the GPMG is all the way out to 800 meters. So it has no sights. You're not necessarily going to be able to see targets accurately at that range, but you are going to be able to engage them effectively. So it is by far, along with the sharpshooter rifle, more effective at engaging long-range targets than your L85s. The maximum range in the light roll, so this is the non-tripoded, non-sustained fire roll, is 1,200 meters, 1.2 kilometers. What that means is you can engage targets, you can put suppression down, you might end up hitting them out to around 1,200 meters accurately. Again, very unlikely you're going to be seeing anything at that range. Cool. Let's all stand up, and I'm going to give you. I'm going to put you into pairs. So I'm going to put you into pairs with the people that you're on a bench with. Alexander, congratulations.
Boys.
Lucky you. You've got me.
I'll take it.
If you all want to make your way to a range to your southwest,
I might need to go get something.
I'll give you a hit in a
Someone pull me
second.
down from the roof.
Oh my god.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
He's ascending.
That's where the crows are meant to be, not humans.
Hello there, boys.
If only I had a weapon system to shoot them down with.
I'm Alexander.
Hey chaps.
Hi.
No one wants to be your friend.
Boys, where are you?
Who am I with again? Oh, hello, Alex.
Here you are, boys.
Tuggins, block 3, channel 1.
Block 3, channel 1.
Get in the lane with Dutch as soon as you've done that.
I like it.
Hello, Dutch.
Hey, Tuggins. How are you?
Take a knee for me, please.
Get behind the seat, guys. Fucking rebel.
Oh, very good. Right, you can all stand up again. Let's each pair pick someone that they want to operate the weapon system in the first instance. Whoever can get their hands on it first.
Go on then. Have fun.
Fight an IL-3.
I'm being generous. No, I'm letting you have the fun here.
Love, are you fighting with Black and IL-3?
Cool. So as soon as you pick it up, you'll notice that it is loaded. We are now live. You should keep it pointing downrange at all times. If we all familiarise ourselves with the range at this time, you have a look down there, you'll see a variety of targets. Included is...
Can you pick it up?
Have you got your earplugs in, Brandy?
Oh shit,
I do.
Thanks for that.
I can't interact with it.
Let's try standing up, Dutch. And try fun.
These are
Go
really
back a little
loud.
bit.
These are way louder
I
than
know.
the LMGs we used. They are a long way away.
Familiarise yourself with the range. We've got some infantry behind some trenches. We've got some vehicles on the roads. We've got some groupings of
Try now.
infantry, some buildings, and some towers. Really, really far at the back, you'll also
Dutch,
see
try
some
now.
trucks. Those are right at the extent of your range, 1,200 meters. What we're going to do is we're all going to put our earplugs in.
Hey, Dutch, you'll try now, see if you can get it. See if that's fixed it for you.
You taking a leap, boys?
There we go. Sorted, Brandy.
Good, everyone should have their earplugs in. Right, if we first of all get our first gunners into position, prone, bipoded on the mat, pointing down range.
Right,
I'd
let's
like-
just check we got the
Right, gents, if you're on the gun, get prepped to fire. We're going to start by engaging targets at close range and work our way down the range. There are a variety of targets and a variety of positions on the range from left to right. Try and engage the target closest to your position on the range. For example, me and Alexander are on the right hand of the range. We're going to engage targets on the right hand side of the line. It's not strict, don't worry too much, but try and do that just to make it nice and safe for everybody. Confirm everyone should have their earplugs in, and we will begin engaging in 3, 2, 1. Begin engaging.
Fire. He had the safety on. On target.
Cool. Let's work our way up to the next set of targets, the vehicles on the road.
Vehicles 500 meters.
Smash vehicle number 2.
Roger that.
That's the one.
On target. Wow, you're destroying it.
Raptor.
That looks awesome, by the way. You have to try this.
Black, please.
I will, don't you worry.
Right, assistants, while your gunner is firing, if you take a belt out of the box, interact with the GPMG, you should have the option to link the belt. That should bump him up by another 100 rounds.
There you go. Extra 100 rounds. Link in, linked. Good.
Beautiful.
Let's make our way up to the next set of targets then. This is the infantry out in the open between the towers.
650 meters. Low. Plus 10. On target. On target. There you go. On target. Wow, you got 2 of them with 1. Well done.
I love it. And this is
I'm also a sharpshooter, so that might help a little bit.
Are you gonna get your scope for the weapon system?
Oh, hell yeah. If I could, I would. Sorry.
It's okay.
Let's start engaging the buildings on the outside
Range
of
to
the
building,
range. Just engage in the
840.
rough area to suppress the buildings.
Building
and the occupants.
840. On target. On target.
thank you very much. You make me a very
Add an additional 100 rounds for you.
That's it.
Thank you.
There you go. Back in.
There's no reload information, you'll be very sad.
Cool, let's shift targets again. Let's engage the towers just off down the range.
Oh, that's what we were getting.
Way out in the distance.
So,
Hold on.
that's
What
all.
was I shooting at?
We were shooting at the towers. I didn't see the fact I've got shitty buildings on the side.
Yeah, I see that now.
Okay. Towers then. More fun with the towers.
I don't think there's much left of that tower by now.
Yeah, smash it.
And finally, you might not be able to see them, but way out in the distance there are a number of vehicles, some trucks just parked out there.
Reference
Let's try
truck.
and engage those.
Range 1000. It's bearing exactly 242 from our location. Left 10. Hey, up
Oh, we've
Up
got
50.
it, please.
on target.
Very nice, very good.
Actually, plus 50 again. He's still low. Yep, you're on target now.
And if you want to just exhaust the belt that you're currently using on any of the targets that you want to engage. Get a nice little bit of practice out on all of the targets.
That poor yellow truck.
Start watching Star Wars.
Red farms, There we go.
On target.
And I'm out.
TV is ringing.
That was good. Good calls, by the way.
Oh, you're right. You're welcome. Did you enjoy shooting all the things?
It has to be said, man. This feels so powerful.
Like I say, it's just a bit of a shame it's not the RHS one.
As soon as you've finished firing that belt, if you want to stand up just to make it clear that you've finished firing. Oh, good job everybody. So one thing I didn't highlight because I was interested to see what you did was the fire rate of the GPMG. It looks like all of you either knew in advance or you picked up on very, very quickly that obviously we're not expecting you to fire one round every 5 seconds for deliberate, or one round every 2 to 3 seconds on a rapid. We are in fact expecting a burst of normally around 4 to 5 rounds every amount of time, so 5 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. What this amounts to is a normal or deliberate fire rate of 25 rounds per minute and a rapid fire rate of 100 rounds per minute. So just focus on your fire rates, fire a burst every couple of seconds, you'll be good. Right, if you want to swap your weapon over with the other person, so put it in the box, let them pick it up from the box rather than put it on the ground because it might bug out. We don't want that to happen.
My bad.
It's okay. I put it in the box. I've taken it back out. Lovely. It's okay.
What?
So we're going to do the exact same thing. This time I'm going to be giving fire control orders for each of the ranges and I'll expect you to be fulfilling them according to the FCA. If you'd like to load your weapon, make it ready, bipod, prone, aiming down range.
Belt. Back in. Ready.
You need me to join the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, assistants, be ready to link belts when they get a bit lower so that you can actually do so.
You should be good.
In the meantime, GPMG gunners at a range of 250 meters southwest. There is an enemy 2 sections behind the trenches. Deliberate fire.
Deliberate fire.
Good shooting, Black.
A little lower. Slightly higher.
Right sections switch up to rapid fire.
Rapid
Beautiful, on
fire.
target. You got a hit? You're on target. 2 hits. Nicely done.
Scott.
Protection, ceasefire.
Cease and fire.
Well done. You don't need any more ammo. You still got good to go.
GPMG gunners 450 meters southwest. Enemy convoy on the road. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Alright, I feel like getting another belt.
Thank you.
On target.
You're on target, Black.
On target. Suppressing 2 vehicles. Look at that. On target, beautiful.
Pick a vehicle, try and do as much damage as you can. Obviously you want to be aiming for the engine block, the wheels, etc. I appreciate you won't be able to see them too clearly, but you'll know roughly where they are from the headlights.
A little high on that one. Beautiful, on target. Light.
Protection, deliberate fire.
Deliberate fire.
Stop loading.
Roger that.
6.
Beautiful.
1.
Oh, 1 second.
Reloading.
And cease
My
fire.
bad, Tuggins. My bad. I
Shh. It's okay. It's okay.
didn't realize how quickly it went.
Back in. Okay. You're doing good, man.
Remember to bipod.
I am.
Right,
it doesn't show for me.
GPMG gunners.
There
650
we go.
meters. There are enemy sections in the open. Deliberate fire.
Deliberate fire. Stoppage.
Good hit.
Back in.
Good hit. Do you want to go for the
Good hit.
right? I mean, sorry.
Shift him.
Bit higher.
Good suppression.
Bit higher.
Beautiful. 2 targets down.
Good hit.
1 target down. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Good suppression.
I'm literally just moving this back and forth so much.
Slightly lower. Slightly back.
Okay.
20 meters.
Stoppage. Back in.
Detection ceasefire.
See some fire.
Smash that, man.
Get a new bolt as well.
Just linking back
Finally,
to you.
GPMG gunners, there are enemy transport vehicles 1,000 meters southwest. Deliberate fire.
Deliberate fire.
Linking a belt for you. 1 second.
Thank
Got
you.
this. Bit higher. Just a touch higher.
Perfect. On target.
Thank you.
Hard to tell.
Beautiful.
Switching to binoculars.
Now you're just making me look like a bad
And
guy.
cease fire. Cease
See some
fire.
fire.
If you would like to stand up, unload your weapon, so put the belt that's currently in it into your vest or in the crate to the side. Once you've done that, put the weapon in the crate to the side
Weapon
and
safe.
hand it over to your friends. They are now going to be completing a number of fire control orders the same way.
Weapon in the crate.
I perfectly run it.
There you go. You got your weapon in the crate for you.
Got some ammo.
Beautiful. But me again.
Yep.
Basically some the belts I have in my bag in your bag.
Do you want 200 round boxes? Or 200 round?
It's in there, mate.
Thank you.
Right, gunners, make your weapon systems ready, aiming down range with a fresh belt loaded.
Hey Brandy, are we assisting him as an assistant gunner here, or are we
What?
just...
Get out of here!
You are, Dutch, try not to point your GPMG at me.
Hello.
I wasn't.
Goddamn God.
Still safe.
You're gonna kill everyone, Dutch.
Right,
Safety is on.
Good.
GPMG gunners, 250 meters front, rapid fire.
250 front, rapid fire.
Try and put a bit of spray on it, try and hit multiple targets, get some suppression down.
1, 2, 3.
Remember, if we want 0.5, we're going to ask
So slow it down a bit, slow it down a
Once
bit,
the
slow it
people
down a
are dead
bit.
or suppressed, we're going to ask
1,
the GPMG gunner to
1,
start spraying.
2, 3, fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. There you go. Now you got it, boy.
Take down to deliberate fire.
Deliberate fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. There you go. Look at you smashing it.
And cease fire.
Beautiful.
Yeah. If you want, I can just
Thank you very
count.
much.
No, that's a
I
problem.
want a couple of these vehicles destroyed this time.
Ah.
GPMG gunners, 450 meters, convoy on the road, rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Fire.
Assistants, make sure you're paying attention to their ammo counts, giving them new belts by using the link belt on their weapon when they are low. Turns out what the link belt does now, since we've changed the fucking code around from what we were using.
Low,
PSF,
raise it
is
about another 10
it
and you'll be on
replaces a
target.
half-empty mag with a full one.
How's that?
Engage again. On target. 1, 2, fire. 1, 2, fire. There you go. Look at you smashing it now. Go on, blow it up.
And cease fire.
Can you see the
Final
lights anymore?
FCO for you guys then. At a range of 650 metres, there are a number of enemy sections in the open. Rapid fire.
650, enemy section in open, rapid fire. On target. Little sprayage there, little sprayage. Loving it. Lincoln. Back in. Good to go.
Thank you.
Reload.
And cease fire, cease fire. If you'd like to stand up, don't worry about unloading for the time being, just keep your weapons pointed down range. Cool, right. Assistance. If you look at the box to the side, you will find another GPMG. Pick that up. Everyone, get a bunch of belts on your weapon system. There's one in here as well
Ooh,
for you, mate.
talking guns.
We're going to do a bit of talking guns. Right. If we look on the south side of the range, so I've got to run all the way fucking over here and find out who it is. Farmer and boys, you're lane number 1. Black, Spendlove, and Alexander, you're lane number 2, and that leaves me with Tuggins and Dutch as lane number 3. What we're going to do is we're going to do talking guns. All talking guns is, and you don't really have to know this GPMG course, because very rarely will you have more than one GPMG in the section, but it's very, very cool. What you need to worry about here is you're firing when the other pair or group isn't firing. So I'm going to count you in, I'm going to tell you when to fire, so I'll call lane 1 fire, lane 1 cease fire, lane 2 fire, lane 3 fire. And what this will do is this will get us into the pattern, and all you'll need to do then is pay attention to when the other lanes are firing and when they're not firing. Let's get started. Everyone make sure you've got a belt loaded. Lane number 1, I don't care what you shoot at, just start shooting rapid fire. Lane 1 ceasefire, lane 2 fire. Lane 2 ceasefire, lane 3 fire. This is a rubbish way of doing it. Right, all I need you to do in your lane is fire a single burst, and when the lane next to you has fired their burst, you fire your burst. Right, lane 1 go. 1, 2, 3. Ceasefire. It's a bit scuffed at the moment because there are, I think, 7 people trying to fucking pay attention to what everyone else is doing. Normally it's just 2 weapon systems and it's nice and easy. But you get the idea. The idea is that you've always got that fire going down, and if you do, for example, have to reload one of the guns, the other one could just continue firing at that burst while that reloads, and we just continue. Most commonly used in your machine gun sustained fire rolls, so that's your fire support group or your manoeuvre support company role, or on vehicle weapon systems, for example with the Foxhounds with their dual GPMGs, or when you've got a convoy of Wimics, Jackals, things like that. Cool. Right, let's just do a bunch of free fire because you've all done well enough during the fire control rules for me to be comfortable. You can engage whatever targets you want. I recommend trying to engage the vehicles and destroy some because they are damaged. Rapid fire. There go he is. Section, ceasefire.
Come on, what
Load a fresh belt.
There were so many people firing that
Magazine.
I actually started to get a tinge in my ears.
yeah. I'm the same boy, I almost went deaf.
Back in.
Someone popped a flare. Let me guess. Enemy forces are going to come charging at us.
Not quite. Section reference red smoke. This marks the target vehicle. Section. Where the fuck is my smoke?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like 2-2.
It does in all fairness.
Where's your smoke gone? Where's your smoke
I am
gone?
seeing a red mark on the ground out there.
Yeah, seen.
Scene.
There we go. Section reference red smoke. This marks the target vehicle at a range of 450 meters. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Bend left.
Good job. Weapon jam.
Ceasefire. Cease fire. That vehicle is fucked.
All my ears.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple of seconds for everyone fires to clear, and then, as was correctly pointed out, we're going to quickly engage some live fire targets before we call it a night.
Can you hear anything, Alexander?
It's getting
Right,
better.
section,
Yeah,
if you
okay.
look southwest at a range of approximately 1,000 meters, you'll see a bunch of Russians and some naked men. Section, 1,000 meters southwest, deliberate fire.
Magazine. Reloading. Back in. Reloading.
Magazine. Reload.
Loading.
Enemy chopper west.
Seen.
Friendly helicopter, friendly helicopter.
Why did you do that?
I like the realism of GHC coming and taking all the kills now.
You said it, not me.
Mission to open fire on an unidentified flying object.
Alright, it'll probably crash itself in a couple of seconds. What we're seeing here is a more realistic use of the GPMG to pin down targets at that range while friendly forces come and destroy them with slightly more accurate weapon systems, such as an airframe, might be snipers, might be mortars, might be something else. Action, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Cease
Right, bring it back into the entrance of the range. Come to me.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll give it a couple of.
Not really.
Oh, happy days. Did you all enjoy the course?
Yes.
Yes.
No, my one I see requested me that I had to do this course, so I guess that's why I'm here.
While you're here. Right, cool. That is you guys all qualified on the GPMG. As I mentioned, the Advanced MG course covers the usage of the HMG, which is our 50 cal, the GMG, which is grenade machine gun, and the sustained fire role that the GPMG might partake in. That's not currently run because we don't have any use for it, but that is where all that information will come in, as well as things like accurately ranging and accurately adjusting fire, things like dropping and adding ranges, panning left and right, things like that. But for the time being, all you really need to know as GPMG gunners is point, shoot, and keep your fire rates going, keep your OCs and 2ICs informed of what's going on. That's it from me. If nobody else has any questions or anything else, you can either use the range as you want to, have a bit of fun shooting where the Russians are left, or you can log off and enjoy the rest of your evening.